Begin with what is happening in Haryana. It's been 4 days since the Nuh incident, and unrest still continues in various parts of the state. Members of the Bajrang Dal and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad held protest rallies in several parts of Delhi yesterday and vowed to continue these protests. The centre will be cracking down on social media handles only now. That, in fact, led to the inciting of mob through the new violence. It has been, remember, also found that everything started with social media. There was also a social media video that was, in fact, put by the cow vigilante, itself professed Bajrang Dal activist Monu Maneser, who in fact said that he is going to be visiting the Nuh area. The handles have now been narrowed down and they will be blocked. In fact, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has also warned of strict action against the perpetrators, and he's also said that the government won't spare the guilty, and he's also gone on to assure compensation to the victims. In fact, CNN News 18 also has managed to access an FIR that was registered in a case which was at the Adbar Chowk police station, where there were several vandals, 600 to 700s, who peddled stones. There were also people who were there with swords in their hands, and there was an FIR that has been registered, and that FIR speaks about a well-planned conspiracy because of which this incident took place. However, when there were further press conferences within the state of Haryana, there were attempts that were being made that they are still looking at each and every aspect before really coming to any sort of conclusion.
Since violence broke out in Nuh, and since then tensions have been simmering across districts in Haryana, especially in Gurugram. At this point in time, I am reporting from Bashapur area of Gurugram, where there were a few reports had come up that a few shops were set on fire. Fearing the hate, fearing the anger, many people have vacated their houses, as you can see in these visuals right here, that people who were living in these houses, these people were basically from the Muslim communities, and we saw that the manner in which Muslims were targeted out here, especially in Gurugram, and hence all these people have locked their houses and have gone away from here. What the other locals who have been residing in this area have told us is that there were no tensions that developed over here on the ground, but yes, these people had shops in the main market, and hence they feared that the situation could go out of hand and they could also be targeted, and hence all these people have vacated their houses and in fact have put these locks right in front of their houses. It has been 3 days. The police has constantly been saying that the situation is back to normal, but yes, there is a lot of tension, there is a lot of fear that can still be sensed in the atmosphere out here in Bashapur. The police is saying that yes, they are taking preventive measures. Adequate booths are deployed on the ground just to make sure that the law and order situation remains under control. Over the last 12 to 14 hours, there has been no new instances that have been reported of any sort of violence. The situation in Gurugram has been normal over the last few days. There has been no reports of any sort of communal clash that might have broken out over here. But yes, there are instances where shops have been set on fire of a specific community. And that is the reason why Section 144 has been imposed in this entire area, and flag marches like these are being carried out across Gurugram at this point in time. Because remember, currently at the spot at which I am standing, this is the Bashapur area in which we saw instance of fire happening, which eventually inflated the situation in this entire area, and hence the confidence of locals who are residing in this area has definitely gone down. These flag marches are being conducted just to make sure that the people who are affected by these, the fear that is still amongst the people, that fear is taken away, and it is proved that the police and the administration is on the roads making sure that safety and security is provided to them. Till this point, the investigation is ongoing in the violence that broke out in Nuh. At least 139 people have already been arrested, 45 FIRs have been registered. Several special investigations team has been made by the Haryana police just to make sure that the law and order situation remains under control, and also the perpetrators of the rioting that happened in Nuh, these perpetrators are brought to the books at the earliest.
Other than those who have lost their lives and those who were injured in the riots in Nuh, the worst hit people are the daily wage laborers. You can see as hundreds of them are fleeing Nuh right now because they've been claiming that for the past 3 days since curfew has been imposed, They have no work, there have been no earnings for them, and they have also been threatened by locals to leave the area following the communal tension. Many of them belong to Jhansi and Rajasthan, and they are leaving Nuh for Palwal, from where they can probably get some basis of commuting to Rajasthan, so that they can live a normal life. They have uncertainty looming over their future, and that is the reason why they are leaving this place, this district, to go to another state in search of work. Their contractors have been missing, they have not been taking calls, the internet in the district is shut, and therefore they are leaving this place in search for work. Now, as uncertainty looms over their coming days and over their future and the future of the kids that they have with them, more than 500 or 600 of them who lived in Nuh have already left the district, while others are preparing to leave.